So something I want to share with you is the concept of your story needing to evolve over time. Once you work with someone like us or you've dialed in your own story for your pre-sale sales, even post-sales, and your people are delivering it and connecting it in an authentic way to their own personal story as well, it's emotionally resonant with your customer, all of a sudden it can seem like absolute magic. And it is. But after a while, you might start to get diminishing returns. And this sometimes can frustrate people in your organization, whether it's the marketing department, like I said, sales process, or post-sales. And I would just ask that you be a little bit kind to yourself because nothing is going wrong here. Now, this is a concept that doesn't bother us as much because of the fact that we are a video production company, and that's the spirit and the mind that we come with there. We know that when we make a video for someone, that it will be effective for a finite amount of time with a specific audience to get them to do a specific thing. And once that story starts to evolve, once your product changes, once you add on another product set, another service, you are going after a different segment of the population to be able to help them. That might be different from what you did before. Like, for instance, maybe you were specifically working with the education sector and then you also moved over into medical or something like that. That story will obviously need to change. And nothing's going wrong here. And we actually had an example of this with a customer recently. They are a firm that specifically helps with human resources departments, and they have a fantastic product. And we helped them initially a couple of years ago with a fun video that helped drive more sales for that. And it worked really, really well. And it was fun, and it was a different approach that had happened in their industry. Usually their industry was very serious about things, and it kind of loosened it up and allowed them to differentiate themselves. But after a while, they started to see diminishing returns on it. Nothing is going wrong here. You haven't done anything wrong. So we found, how have your customers changed? What are their new concerns? What are they worried about now? Let's talk about that, and let's come at it from a different angle. And that's what we're doing with them right now. So it's perfectly normal for your story to need to evolve over time. Nothing is going wrong here, and allow for that. There's no one to blame. Marketing didn't do anything wrong. The sales team didn't do anything wrong. No one's done anything wrong. It's just a natural part of the process. So I would just say, allow for the fact that once your story is working, it's going to work really, really well once you dial it in. And if you start to see some diminishing returns, or you start talking to a different audience, that story will need to evolve naturally in order to resonate with that new audience as well.